welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and judging from the title, you already know we about to talk about the best and the worst of Tom Ford beauty products. Now this is just my opinion. I've done the best of Dior, I've done the best of Chanel, I think I even done the best of YSL, I'm not sure, but today I will be sharing basically some of the best products from Tom Ford in my opinion, and some of the worst products from Tom Ford. But anyway, before we get into today's video, if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, so in this video I decided to include some fragrances. I love a lot of Tom Ford fragrances, so I wanted to include my top 3 favorite fragrance from Tom Ford that I feel are absolutely worth the splurge. Now keep in mind, I'm not the best at describing scents, so I'm going to describe it to the best of my ability and I'll have the notes somewhere on the screen. And the first one I feel like is one of my favorite scents from Tom Ford. I know this was pulled from shelves last year for a couple months. I'm not sure if they put it back out. And this is the Tom Ford Rose de Russie. They pulled this because of the name dealing with the whole situation with Russia. But anyway, this smells like roses, cigarettes, and leather. I know that's a weird combo, but it just works. And one thing I love about this fragrance is that it smells different on every single person that has it on. I know when I first got it, I did not like the way that it smelled. I sprayed it on my son and it smells so good on him. Then I decided to give it another chance and I sprayed it on myself, but it smells a little bit different. To me, I pick up more of the leather on myself, but on my son, I can't really describe how it smells, but I know this is a fragrance that definitely stands out. And also, one of the things that I love about it is I know a lot of people don't have this, and this is the 50 ml bottle, and they only come in one size. I think it was this and Rose the Sheen, and it's another one. It's the Tom Ford Rose Collection, the one that has the black top. These are all $280, I believe. So this is like one of my all-time favorite Tom Ford fragrances. I love it. It's long lasting and it is a very unique smell. Like nothing smells like this at all. Favorite fragrance that I feel is worth picking up is Tom Ford Rose Prick. Rose is one of my all-time favorite notes and fragrances, and this just smells like a bouquet of roses to me. Also, I do pick up a lot of the patchouli in this. This just smells good. I feel like this is a rose scent that is perfect for all year round. I feel like most, in my opinion, again, I'm not like a fragrance connoisseur, I feel like most rose scents can work all year round, and this is one that definitely can. I love this. I get a lot of compliments whenever I wear this. This is, again, one of my favorite fragrances from Tom. And the last fragrance that I will be mentioning in today's video, this is Bitter Peach. Y'all, this is a grown woman's peach. This is not Bath and Body Works peach. Whenever I smell this, I think of peaches and some type of liquor. This is one I get tons and tons of compliments on. And also, this leaves a nice little scent trail. Like, people can actually smell you when you have this. I will get a bigger bottle of this just because I feel like it is needed for me, because this is like one of my favorite summer scents to wear. I feel like this also can work in like the early months of fall. So this is another all-time favorite fragrance from Tom Ford. Okay, so now let's jump into some makeup. Now this is a product that I feel like is one of the worst Tom Ford products in my opinion. This is the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Concealer. I don't even know why I have this thing, because this is a dry, creasy mess. I don't care how little product you use, how much product, how you set it, it is going to crease on you right away. I would not recommend picking this up. You can get this still at the CCO store. Even though you will get it at a discounted price, it's still not even worth picking it up with the discount. I hate this concealer. I don't even know why I still have it, because this is just one that I don't reach for at all. This should have been went in the garbage. So I don't have it, but I did a review of it. The Tom Ford concealer stick, I will have a picture popped on the screen. Y'all seen in my review. That is a concealer that is just not going to work. If you're somebody who has fine lines under your eyes, it's going to settle into every single fine line and it's going to accentuate it. So I would not recommend that concealer, but I did love the texture of it. I love the shade that I had. I don't even remember what shade I had, but I felt like that was the perfect shade for me. But outside of that, it just did not work, and I really wanted to like that concealer. And also, I felt like that was really priced at a nice price point for Tom Ford, because I really expected that to be like $80 or $90, and I think that was about $60, but for me that just did not work out. So I feel like that is a product that is not worth picking up from Tom Ford. And the next concealer I will be mentioning is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate concealer. This one is more on the pricey side. I think this was about $90. Don't quote me, but I know this was pretty pricey. This concealer, sometimes it won't crease on me, sometimes it will. It just, I don't know, it just depends on how much I put on. This is a concealer that I don't like, and I don't hate it either, but I do feel like it is on the pricey side. If you live near a CCO store and you wanted to try this out, I would check it and see if those are in stock. And one of the main things that I really like about Tom Ford beauty products is that you can find them at the cosmetics company store for a really good discounted price. So if Tom Ford is a little too pricey to pick up for you out of Sephora or Nordstrom, check out the CCO store if you live near one. I also heard a while ago that you can actually call over the phone and place an order, because I know on the CCO website they don't have Tom Ford or a lot of luxury brands listed on the website, but if you go in store you would be able to find them. So yeah, this is one I feel like, again, I'm in the middle. I don't think I would pay full price for this. Like, yeah, I wouldn't pay full price for this. I do have one eyeshadow palette to mention that I actually use sometimes. Now, y'all can take everything I'm about to say about this with a grain of salt, just because I'm not somebody who wear eyeshadow like that. So I don't know how good the quality is compared to other eyeshadow, but this is one that I do use. I love this. I mainly just use this shade, and I use this here and there. And I have the shade 26 Leopard. So I use this here and there. Again, I don't use it often, and I did pick mine up from the CCO store, but I do feel like this was a pretty good purchase. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I feel like I got it at a really good price. And I don't know how much this is in Sephora and other places, but I feel like this is worth picking up. I do like this. I use it sometimes. It's not something I use every single day, but whenever I feel like I want to put a little pop of color on my eyelid, I do reach for this. One more product. I don't feel like this is absolutely worth its price tag. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate blush. I have the shade Peach Poison. I have the shade Peach Poison. Now, I don't feel like this is the best shade for me. Maybe that could be part of the reason. Now, I actually have this on my cheeks today, and I feel like you barely could see it. I don't know if y'all could see it, but with this shade, I feel like you have to put a lot on for me to actually see it on my cheeks, and to me, that's just unacceptable for the price that I paid for this. Again, it could just be the shade. I don't know how many different shade ranges they have with this blush, but I feel like this is a product that is not worth the full price. I feel like this is pretty skippable when it comes to Tom Ford. You can find better blush than this, like for the amount that this was. The products that I will be mentioning, I feel like are absolutely worth picking up. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo. This is a cream one. I just picked this up during the Sephora sale. I actually used this today. I have Intensity 3. I've been using this the last couple of days. Contour shade, you really have to use a very light hand when using this, because if not, it can get muddy real quick. And also, I do have the Shade and Illuminate Powder Duo, and this is pretty much the same thing, just one is a cream and one is a powder. I got this at a really good discounted price, and I will pay full price for this again. This is a powder, so you don't have to use as light as a hand you would with the cream one, but both of these are absolutely worth picking up. Like, I love these two. I'm thinking about getting Intensity too. I want to see exactly how it look in store before I actually purchase it, but I love these contour duos. Like, love them. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you know I'm not a fan of Tom Ford lipsticks. I feel like the quality is not there for the price that you pay. You get dollar store quality for an expensive price, and that's just unacceptable. I hate Tom Ford lipsticks. I feel like they break easily. They're just not worth it. But I do have two lip products that I want to mention today that I feel like are worth picking up. The first one is the Tom Ford Luxe Gloss, and I have the shade 12. I'm actually wearing this today. This is just a regular lip gloss with high shine. It's very moisturizing. My lips doesn't feel dry, and then also this lasts a very long time on your lips. This is not my favorite shade. I have the shade 20, which is Phantom. I can't find it. I think that might be in my car, but that's like a nude shade. I love that lip gloss. Glosses are quite expensive, but they are worth it. I know here and there they go on sale, but for some reason when these are on sale, every single shade will not be on sale. It'll maybe be like 1 or 2. So if you see these on sale and it's a shade that you feel like will work for you, I would say pick it up. You can't go wrong with these. I love this lip gloss. And also I recently tried out the Tom Ford matte lipsticks. I have that on as well. I have the shade Lark on, and I just went on top of it with these matte lipsticks. Are absolutely worth it. They are very long wearing. The pigment is there. They're not going to make your lips feel too dry. You don't have to constantly keep reapplying them. These are worth picking up. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Now we're getting down to my favorite makeup products from Tom Ford, and the first one is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. Y'all know I talked about this all of last year when I first got it. This is one of my go-to primers. I actually have it on today. Matte primer, but it's not overly drying. Somebody with dry skin can actually use this, and this is great also if you have oily, acne prone skin, because this does have salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is great for fighting acne if you are oily, acne prone. This is worth every bit of the $89 that this is. This might have went up in price, but whatever the price tag is, it is worth it. I will get it. Now this is not a blurring primer, but it will keep your makeup matte. And the last two products I will be mentioning are actually foundation. The first one is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I have the shade 10.5. I also use the shade 10.0 sometimes. It just depends on which one I reach for. I have 10.5 on today. I don't feel like this is the most matte foundation. At one point, this was a foundation that I wore often. This was like in top 3 holy grail status, but at this point it is not. The next foundation that I will be mentioning from Tom Ford is in top 3 holy grail status. This is one that I use all the time. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation Stick. I have this in the shade 10. I love that foundation stick. I like the stick way better than I like the liquid foundation. The stick is not a matte foundation. To me, this is more of like a natural finish. It is very long wearing. It looks so good on the skin. Foundation stick, I feel like it looks a lot better on my skin. It looks great on camera. It looks great in person. It photographs well. I just love the foundation stick, and also the coverage is buildable. You can build it up to full coverage, or you can shear it down to however you like it. I feel like with the liquid foundation, if you go in with a lot of it, it could look a little too heavy, and sometimes I just don't like the way that this looks. It just depends on what type of primer I use it with. So again, this was one that I used all the time and I talked about on my channel a lot. If you've been subscribed to my channel for the last, how many years I've been doing YouTube consistently, then you heard me talk about this a lot. But the Tom Ford foundation stick, in my opinion, is the best foundation from Tom Ford. This stick is one that I will hands down recommend for any skin type because it just works. Y'all, that is it. That was the best and the worst products from Tom Ford in my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what products do you like from Tom Ford and what products do you hate from Tom Ford. Leave that below in the comment section, and most importantly, do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.